Well, it's my pleasure to welcome everyone today to this Women in Business webinar. It's our honor to have Ana Marcu here today as our speaker. I look forward to hearing what she has to share with us today. As a reminder, everyone unmute yourselves, and we're recording this webinar so you can look at it at the end as well. It will be uploaded onto the platform. And please write your questions into the chat throughout the presentation, and we'll have some time at the end for questions and answers, and also in the middle, perhaps according to how Ana would like to structure the workshop. So thank you, Ana. I'd like to give you the floor now, and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Lara. Hello, everyone. I am Ana Marcu, and I'm happy and grateful at the same time to be part of this wonderful project, Women in Business. I have over 20 years of experience in the banking field, during which time I managed to understand and support the Romanian entrepreneurship. In this online session, my teammate is Ms. Sibel Abdurrahim, who has also experience in banking, but also in marketing and human resources. For a start, let me congratulate the team that made possible the implementation of this project. In my opinion, a marvelous project. And also thank you, Raluca Trandafir is not here with us, but is the Vice Rector of Ovidius University. Because of her, we are here today with this presentation. Now, I think we need to create a friendly atmosphere. So if you allow me, I would ask each of you or some of you to introduce yourself in a few words. Because we have at our disposal, I don't know, an hour and a half, maybe. Please try to introduce yourself in 1 minute. And please don't be shy. Let's get to know each other. Eleni, you start. Anyone?
Perhaps.
Hello.
Thank you. So my name is Irina Kercheva, and I'm from Rapid.
Okay. Hello, Irina. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. And I'm sorry that I interrupted Ana.
Okay, someone else? Okay, I can understand you are a little bit shy, or you are after a day work. So back to the project. Now back to the project. We read the study that underlies this project, and yes, we can say that we are impressed by the quality and accuracy of the information. Two specific objectives of this project got our attention: identifying the needs, barriers, and measures to support young entrepreneurs, improving the entrepreneurial culture and skills among young people. The results of the study respond to these specific objectives and reveal both the barriers and the most needed training. I think it is important for all of us to emphasize once again the results of the study. The barriers. According to the study, the most significant barriers in the way of young entrepreneurs are finance, macroeconomy and policy, risk and other, and competency. Regarding the improvement of entrepreneurial culture, skills and competencies, the study shows that the women in the Danube region need training. The most needed training is in finance and budgeting, marketing, accounting, and entrepreneurship. Based on these results, we have chosen the topics we will talk about in this online session: the importance of financial education, SWOT analysis and cash flow management tools used by the entrepreneurs in their activity, and key entrepreneurial skills. Now, allow me to present and clarify some aspects related to entrepreneurs and entrepreneurship. First of all, why is it important to have entrepreneurs? Because the entrepreneurship has the ability to improve standards of living and create wealth, not only for entrepreneurs, but also for the related business and society. Entrepreneurs also produce change by innovation of new products and services, causing therefore new markets to be developed. What is the meaning of entrepreneurship education? Entrepreneurship has been defined as a collection of formalized teachings that informs, trains, and educates anyone interested in participating in socio-economic development through a project to promote entrepreneurship awareness, business creation, or small business development. Why is important entrepreneurial education? Because it provides information on different actors, networks, and support structures active in the entrepreneurial ecosystem. It teaches the hands-on skills and understanding of what it means to be an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurial education provides the knowledge and skills for the practices and tools required for setting up and managing business. Regarding financial literacy for entrepreneurs, the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development defines financial literacy as a combination of awareness, knowledge, skill, attitude, and behavior necessary to make sound financial decisions and ultimately achieve individual financial well-being. Why it is important for entrepreneurs to be financially literate? Throughout their business journey, entrepreneurs face complex decisions. Financial literacy contributes to an improved understanding of financing options and availability to financial support services. The Association of Chartered Certified Accountants framed the list of financial needs for entrepreneurs. A good entrepreneur has to distinguish between personal and business finance, to be a competent buyer of financial services, understanding financial products, their costs and risks, to anticipate the future financial needs under alternative scenario, to assess the risk to which the business is exposed and prepare appropriate responses, to understand the decision-making process of finance providers and thus appreciate how the business can become creditworthy or investment ready, to relate the business financial needs to a country's regulatory and fiscal framework, to exercise financial management, to use financial information to analyze the performance of the business and to create policies and supervision to optimize those. Now, you can tell me that this is pure theory, and you may be right. But if we want to create an entrepreneurial culture, a mindset that appreciates and values entrepreneurship in society, this theory could be very useful. Now, regarding useful tools for entrepreneurs in controlling and analyzing the activity. From my own experience, what makes the difference in the evolution of the activity of young entrepreneurs is the discipline in using analysis tools. Those who understand that entrepreneurship is a continuous lesson and use in their daily activity tools or techniques of analysis and control of their activities succeed more easily. Among the simplest and most efficient tools in analyzing the company's activity are SWOT analysis and cash flow management. Let's begin with SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis is a simple but very useful framework for analyzing the company's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. SWOT. It helps the entrepreneur to build on what they do well, to address what they are lacking, to minimize risk, and to take the greatest advantage that is possible to succeed. Conducting a SWOT analysis is a powerful way to evaluate your company whether it is a small or a large company. Although there is definitely a resource overhead involved in the creation of a SWOT analysis, there are many benefits in doing it, even for the smallest company. It is too easy to be lost in your company's day-to-day activities and problems, and conducting a SWOT analysis allows you to take a broader view of your business and the position that it occupies in the industry market. A comprehensive SWOT analysis provides the opportunity not only to identify your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, but also update and implement tangible projects and timelines that can lead to improvement and success. Right now, we have a table with SWOT analysis. Let's take our first element, for example, strengths. To determine what are your strengths as a company, begin by asking some of the following. What do my customers love about my company or products? What does my company do better than other companies in my industry? What are the resources that I do have at my disposal and my competitors do not? By answering to these questions, you will be able to identify the strengths of your company. You can use the same principle to find out your company's weaknesses. What do my customers dislike about my company or products? What do my customer why do my customer cancel their orders or return the products? What are the biggest obstacles, challenge in my current sales? What resources do my competitors have and I do not? You may find that determining the strengths and weaknesses of your company is easier or take less time than figuring out the opportunities and threats that your company faces. This is because strengths and weaknesses are internal factors. On the other hand, opportunities and threats are external factors and require more effort to be identified and rely on more data. Some possible questions you could use to identify potential opportunities are: how can I improve my sales? Is there any budget, tools, or other resources that I am not using in full? Which advertising channels exceed our expectation and why? When it comes to threats, we can certainly begin by asking a series of questions like those asked before. However, it is often quite easy to come up with a list of potential threats facing your business without asking questions. This list may include branded threats like emerging of established competitors, border threats like changing regulatory environments and market volatility, even internal threats such as high staff turnover that can trouble or derail current growth. So, you have finally got your hands on a completed SWOT matrix. You identify the internal strengths and weaknesses as well as the external opportunities and threats. You have begun to see your company in a whole new light. Now what? Ideally, there are two stages of action you should take upon completing a SWOT analysis. First, you should attempt to match your strengths to your opportunities. And next, you should try to convert weaknesses into strengths. Related to the threats, my advice is that you must always be well informed to counter threats. Let's watch a video about Starbucks SWOT analysis, because Starbucks is a well-known company.
Este sigur video sau este?
Da, este video. Ok. Acum. Trebuie să apară.
Playback. Second play.
Waiting, we have some introductions that were in the chat. We have Amelia introducing herself.
Okay.
Okay, great. So in this lesson, our goal would be to apply the SWOT framework in practice. Shouldn't be that difficult, right? The company we'll examine is Starbucks, the well-known US coffee company and coffeehouse chain. It was founded in
Seattle in 1971 and operates in several countries around the world. Okay, great. So in this lesson, our goal would be to apply the SWOT framework in practice. Shouldn't be that difficult, right? The company we'll examine is Starbucks, the well-known US coffee company and coffeehouse chain. It was founded in Seattle in 1971 and operates in several countries around the world. Let's start with the company's strengths. First, almost everyone knows its brand, right? So it definitely has a strong brand recognition. Starbucks has been proclaimed the most recognized coffee brand in the world, quite an advantage regarding other companies in the industry. The firm's brand is one offering of a differentiated product to customers, which is coherent with its strategy and pricing. Clients have expressed they love the atmosphere in Starbucks coffee houses. They can use free Wi-Fi and enjoy the coffee drinking experience to the fullest. The company owns thousands of outlets around the world, and its clients can find it even when traveling overseas. That's a strong advantage, as it ensures loyal clients can remain such even overseas. And finally, Starbucks supply chain management ensures the quality of coffee served to customers is excellent. The company chooses its suppliers carefully, which improves the quality of its products and ensures clients receive a super coffee experience. This is another choice in sync with its differentiation strategy. Okay, very good. Let's take off our rosy glasses and consider some of the firm's weaknesses. One could argue Starbucks offers the same product in all countries where it operates. It does not customize it according to the different tastes of people in different geographies. For some customers, this is an issue, and they prefer competitor products tailored to their specific geographical preferences. In addition, Starbucks has a premium price policy, which is not in line with most customers' expectations. Not all countries have enough middle and high-income class individuals who can afford to pay extra for their coffee. Weakness number 3 would be the high employee turnover that the chain's coffee shops have. It is difficult to serve coffee as a premium product when the company's baristas have been on the job for only a couple of weeks. In terms of opportunities, we can say the following. Starbucks can access new countries easily. It simply has to apply its existing business model in these new geographies. Emerging markets can be a great source of growth for the company. Starbucks has also entered agreements within the entertainment industry and partnered with movie-producing companies. That can be a great opportunity for the firm, too. One of the biggest threats for Starbucks is the saturation of the American market, which is where most of its outlets are located. Consumers are increasingly invested in healthier lifestyle, and some substitute products are better positioned to capture the attention of the health-conscious clientele. Okay, we'll stop here. This is what a SWOT analysis looks like in practice. The depth of the observations included in the analysis depends on the information we have about the company. I'm sure an industry practitioner would be capable to prepare a much deeper analysis. However, the important point is you now know how to perform a SWOT analysis on your own, and you can distinguish the important questions from the rest when it comes to analyzing a company. SWOT analysis is a great tool that allows us to visualize and concentrate on some of the most important topics when analyzing a company. This will do for now. Thanks for watching.
Okay, for a better understanding, maybe I think we can take another example. If we refer to, I do not have a slide for this example. If we refer to Coca-Cola, everyone knows Coca-Cola company. Please, can you tell me what are the threats that the company may face in the near future? Please. Coca-Cola, we know. The strengths of Coca-Cola, we know. Strong brand identity, extending global reach. It is sold in many countries. greatest brand association, customer loyalty. What about threats? Come on. What about sugar used by Coca-Cola? Sugar is public enemy number one for many governments. You heard about sugar tax being implemented in other countries. Is this a real threat for Coca-Cola? What is your opinion? Change in customer preferences is a real threat for Coca-Cola. Legal requirements to disclose negative information on label. Is this a real threat? I think it is. Well, this was briefly the presentation of SWOT analysis. In order to really see the benefits of this analysis, you need to practice regularly. Also, this analysis can be successfully used in any new projects or even in your personal life. Now, let's talk about another useful tool, cash flow management. Research studies shows that 82% business fail due to poor cash flow management. In that moment, maybe a lot of you will say, oh my God, this statement alone is enough to emphasize the importance of a good cash flow management. Money and cash is the lifeblood of any business. When the cash stops circulating, all the critical operations can stop. However, it is important to understand that cash flow is not equal with profits. A business may have positive cash flow and still be loss-making. Here I want to come up with some additional explanation. A common explanation for a company with a net loss to report a positive cash flow is depreciation expenses. Depreciation expense reduces a company's net income, but it does not involve a payment of cash in the current period. Cash flow management must be thought as an intervening tool between receipt from customers and the payment to suppliers and banks. The final goal of a cash flow management is to ensure that the business does not run into cash shortages. A business must not have overdue payments towards creditors and also must not have long-standing debts in its book. The secret of a good cash management lies in maintaining positive cash flow over time. The good practice recommends that the inflows should always exceed the outflows to keep a surplus. An efficient cash flow management system ensures that funds are always available to the manager for paying the suppliers. Paying on time your partners contributes in building a trustworthy and long-term relationship with them. Also, availability of funds is a good leverage in negotiation better credit terms and prices with the suppliers. Additionally, an efficient cash flow management ensures timely disbursements at regular expenditure like salaries. Paying your employees on time keeps them satisfied and they are less prone to search for new jobs elsewhere. Now you have a table with the importance of cash flow management. Cash flow management refers to process by which an organization, a company, maintains control over inflow and outflow of funds. The importance of cash flow is that steady cash flow lead to better credibility and opportunity for foreign investment. That means solvency and credit worthiness. Surplus funds should be invested to reap future returns, enabling capex and investment, smooth flow of receivables, payables, mutual trust developed, timely payments of salary. I have here a cash flow example. It is about a small business. Sophie and Jack, two interior designers, entered into a new business together, each investing around 5,000 euro in the business. Their product, home renovating. They expect to gain 2 projects per month for the first 6 months of trading. Each project will generate 5,000 euro of sales. Customer will be expected to pay 25% of the price as a deposit. Each project is expected to last 1 month. The main cost, it will be the following, and you will see. We have also a table with all the figures. Now, regarding the structure of cash flow forecast, cash inflows. These are the movements of cash into the business. The challenge for Sophie and Jack is to ensure that customers pay on time. Delayed payments, for whatever reason, can seriously affect the cash flow of a small business. Cash outflows, these are movement of cash of the up. These are movement of cash out of the business. An important part of estimating cash outflows is to ensure that a prudent view is taken about both the size and timing of payments. Have all costs been taken into account? Will suppliers really offer 30 days credit before payment is required? Net cash flow, this is simply the difference between the total cash inflows and the total cash outflows. If there is a cash outflow, the question you should ask are, does the business have enough cash left after the outflow? Look at the closing balance. If not, does the business have access to a bank overdraft or, of course, other sources? You can see from Sophie and Jack cash flow forecast that there is a small net cash inflow each month, except in April, when there is a net cash outflow of around 1,500 euro. Net cash outflows are often caused by one-off payments. I don't have enough words to express how important cash flow is as an analysis tool. As I said earlier, cash flow creates the basis of trusting relationship with both suppliers and customers. A solid cash flow is the basis of a company's strategy. And last but not least, a good cash flow ensures the good reputation of the entrepreneur. And this is something extremely important in the business world. You can find many models of cash flow in a simple Google research. Talk to your accountant or your relationship manager from the bank, and I don't know, someone else, and choose the cash flow model that suits you best. After that, all you have to do is practice until this tool has no secrets for you. Now, the third part of our presentations refer to entrepreneurial skills. There is a lot of literature that reveals what are the most important skills that an entrepreneur must have and develop. In the following, I will mention some skills and why they are important. Critical thinking helps taking better decisions and get positive results from this decision. Problem solving. Understand the problem, make a plan, carry out the plan, and solve the problem. Communication. Sometimes being a good listener is one of the best ways to be a good communicator. Risk-taking. Successful entrepreneurs take risks. Countless entrepreneurs have taken risks to get their business to where they are now. Teamwork. Effective teamwork requires setting and clear communication of the team objectives. The team members need to work together towards the goals and must provide timely feedback. Consistent patterns of successful businesswoman. Well, we are talking about non-traditional leadership style, because women today are ready to explore newer management decision styles and explore paths that haven't been explored. Encourage participation. Women entrepreneurs encourage healthy discussion amongst team, which result in boosting morale and confidence in employees. Are assertive. Today, women are as assertive as any other team member within a company, bringing the emotional touch. Women by nature are better and at emotional empathy than men, which allows to build the team chemistry. In this slide, we will present some advices from successful people in business. And these are: don't be afraid to fail. Failure is an inevitable part of success. Get feedback. Feedback is critical to validate your business. Keep learning. All the successful entrepreneurs are avid learners. Become an expert and showcase your knowledge through speaking, public relations, and even blogging. Ask everyone what you need. Capital, knowledge, information. Often, unlikely people will give you the insight you are looking for. Avoid negative people and the ones that do not understand your vision. Network, network, network. You cannot build alone a successful business. The amount of collaboration and connections that can be gained by a large but close network is invaluable. Have big plans. Women often underestimate their own potential and fail to dream big enough. Find a mentor. Shorten the path to success by learning from the success and failures of others. Be confident. Believe you can do it. And you are most of the way there. Because we are nearing the end, I think it will be really useful to follow the advice of those who succeed before us. And we have also
We're here in Monaco for the World Entrepreneur of the Year Awards. Of the 57 entrants this time, only 5 are women. So we decided to speak to some of them to find out what challenges they come across in running a successful business.
They just don't take you seriously. They see the women in a different role, and so sometimes they're astonished, surprised, but at the end they are all happy sitting opposite to a woman. And I think women have very special qualities in doing business in a completely different way, and I think that's the only chance that I have as a woman in a men's world.
Well, I don't think I've spent a lot of time thinking about who dominates it. I think I've just jumped in and got on with it. Sheryl Sandberg's lean-in philosophy, I think, is a good one. Just get in there and take it and make it happen. So I think being bloody-minded, determined, and creative in your thinking. Lots of people out there saying no. So step back and going, how do I get around this? I think those are the things that have really helped me and set me up for success.
Most difficult place for women to get to is really the top tier, the CEO level, the board member seat, and so on. And that's a shame, because women bring incredible value, and they often have a very different perspective than men.
My advice for women who want to start business is to have courage, to leave the comfort zone and to trust in themselves.
Just do it. It's nice, but sometimes it's a good one. You have to work sometimes much harder than men, but then you're doing it not only for yourself, you're doing it for millions of other women
I would say 1, do a business plan. 2, be a forensic investigator in getting the necessary information prior. Ask anybody, talk to everybody, distill it, and really listen and put that in the business plan. 3, once you know you have an idea that's strong, just do it. Put one foot in front of the other.
Well, I like to think that you find some useful things in this session, that you will use SWOT and cash flow analysis in your activity. And what can I say? Beyond all this, keep believing in yourself and don't forget to dream. If you have questions, I would like to hear some questions if you have.
Are there any questions? Let's see. Thank you so much, Anna, for this presentation.
Thank you. Thank you, Lara.
See if there's any questions. Give the participants some time. I think it's a little bit quiet today, but
Yes, yes.
it's Friday and then the weekend is close. But this, like I told everyone, this will be uploaded onto the YouTube channel and the web platform that we all have. So please take a look at that and be sure to reach out to each other, connect, lift each other up so that we can, make sure to help each other make those good things happen. Thank you so much, Anna.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
Okay. You too.